What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for The Real Housewives of New York City, Season 13, Episode 12. The episode was titled, Baby, It's Cold Outside. Oh, no, inside, actually. Alright, guys, so before we get into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, what are we doing? Like, why are we still going out on a date with one another? Do me a big solid favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, hit all the buttons on the channel, light them up. Now, without further ado, let's talk about the episode, shall we? All right, guys, so honestly, New York City is not just giving me what New York typically gives me, so I don't know if this review is going to be long or if it's going to be short. It's going to teeter, right? But we're going to first start up with Miss Ebony, right? So, Ebony. So we see Ebony. So Ebony, you guys know the story with Ebony that the young lady Ashley told her that she believes that they have the same father, correct? So Ebony lets us know that she and Ashley, they're going to be getting a DNA test done, and what they're going to do is once they get the results, they're going to get on FaceTime with each other, and they're going to open the results together so that way they know if they are biological sisters or not. So not much, like I said, not much happened with this scene. Not much happened with Ebony in this episode. But we'll talk about Ebony at Luann, the party that's going to be thrown later in the episode. How I feel about a certain thing that she said. Now we find out that Kenneth. Kenneth is her potential father's name. She tells us, tells Ashley that Kenneth was supposed to come to her graduation. When she would go to Louisiana to see her mother, to see her family. They were supposed to see him, but it would fall by the wayside. So basically what it is even if Kenneth was her father, he would have been an absentee father, and pretty much sound like the same thing with Ashley. And Ebony says that even if it turns out that they're not biological sisters, that she still wants to have a relationship with her, and I have to commend her for that one, right? That's a good feat. That's a good thing. Because if you spend time talking to someone, getting to know them, why cut off the relationship just because we find out, oh, you're not my sister, you're not my blood sister, but we had this friendship, this kinship. Let's continue it, right? So let's go ahead and move on. Like I said, that was just it. With Ebony, wasn't much. All right, guys. So now I'm gonna talk about Sonia, right? So we see Sonia. So Sonia is meeting Ebony at the gym with Martin. We first met. Tinsley is the one that introduced us to Martin. So then it was Tinsley, now Leah, now Ebony. So Martin might as well just have Martin might as well be in the center with the apple, or just holding the apple with the ladies at this point, right? So Sonia is telling Ebony and Martin what Ramona and Luann are saying, right? That she was very snappy and she's very bitchy. Well, I would be very snappy and very bitchy when it comes to the likes of a Ramona. Like, it's just something about Ramona that bothers me at times. Like, she just works. Sometimes she just grinds my gears. So I would have to definitely be snappy and bitchy toward Ramona. And even Lou, because Lou has her moments too. Like, I'm not going to sit here and just put it all on Ramona. Luann has her moments where she is just like, damn, Lou. And Lou had her moments for me in this episode where it's just like, come on, Lou. Like, you're being woefully you're being obtuse. Like, you know what you're doing, but you want to play a game like you don't know what you're doing, but you know what you're doing. So then, Sonia and Ebony are talking about her parents' relationship. So I guess she didn't say when her parents split up, but she did say that her parents did split up. Basically, in a nutshell, it seems like her dad was basically a gigolo, a hoe, so to speak, right? So she says that his mother at one point asked her to come live with her. And then, Ebony is telling Sonia about, what she and Ash are going to do, the DNA test, and how they, they will do the FaceTime to, once they get the results from each other, right? Like I said, nothing significant happened with Sonia and with Ebony in this episode. Everything really centered around Luann and the party that Luann threw. So we're going to move on and get right into Luann and how I feel about Luann in this episode. All right, you guys, let's talk about Lou. So it is Ramona's birthday, and Ramona is at Luann's apartment, right? So Luann has, everything has, it's celebrating her birthday. We all know the whole thing with Ramona and her birthday. Ramona throws a birthday party for herself. Every year she throws a birthday party for her. Every year is an issue about her and Sonya's birthday. She never wants to include Sonya with her birthday. It's always about Luann. I mean, not Luann, but Ramona. It's always about Ramona and, her 50 girlfriends, which, girl, you do not have 50 girlfriends. You might have 50 acquaintances, but not 50 girlfriends. And then, especially like last season when she wanted all of them to bring her a gift. Girl, you are a woman over a certain age. Go buy your own gift. If you want to give that badly, and then if you're telling me what to buy you, buy it your damn self, because I'd be damned if I'm going to do that. So what Lou wants to do, to combat any issues between Ramona and Sonya, since she wants to give them a joint birthday party, which I'm like, that's cool. Because last season when she had the 50 girlfriends at her party and she didn't even acknowledge Sonya at all? It's just like, first of all, that is so narcissistic. You're throwing yourself, like, you're throwing yourself a birthday party, and then you're inviting these 50 women, your 50 girlfriends, to your party. They have to bring a gift. If I'm throwing a party, I'm not gonna sit here and say there's nothing wrong with throwing a party for yourself, but it's the way she does it. It's all about Ramona. Which, granted, your birthday is all about you, but damn, if I have a friend and we have the same birthday, I'm like, hey, I'm throwing a party for myself, but I want to invite you. You're definitely invited, but I want to include you in the party. Like, I'm gonna include my friend in the party planning, even if my friend's birthday, which I actually do have friends like that. I have some friends whose birthdays in July with mine, but I've never thrown myself a party. I'll say I'm going out to eat. You want to come, and we'll celebrate. We'll celebrate our birthdays together. But like I said, for Ramona, it's narcissistic. It's all about her. She doesn't think about anybody else. Like, that is a friend of yours for over 20 something years, and you still manage to treat her like the bottom of your shoe. Cool. Not cool, right? So then Ramona and Luann are discussing what happened when they were in Salem and when they went to the seance, right? So I have an issue when it comes to Ramona and when it comes to Luann. I get it. Luann is talking about the fact that when her and Brashawn got into it, that the guests could have come out the room and called the cops. That is true. I'm not going to sit here and take that away from her. I'm not going to take that. For me, it just feels like they are placing things that happened to them onto Sonya. And when Luann, more specifically, you got drunk in Miami, you got arrested, and you assaulted the cops. So your situation, different. I think, and I'm gonna keep saying this until I know otherwise. From what I see, Sonya, it just seems like she drinks on camera. And like I've said before, when it comes to these housewives, when it comes to any of these reality shows, they feed the cast alcohol. So if you keep feeding them alcohol and you don't tell them, if you don't see at a certain point, like, damn, you getting a little sloshed, and they don't say, hey, you might want to slow down on the drinking, that's on them. Because if you just keep supplying liquor, and then if you actually are mixing it, you know what you're getting. You know what you're gonna get. So I think that's the issue with, and like I've said before, I think Sonya, one, mixes her alcohol. Number two, she doesn't, at this point, she might not even know what her limit is. She just keeps drinking, and then then it just happens to, go downhill at some point. So yeah, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think about that, right? So Ramona feels that, her brother, he died, and she just feels that she won't be able to help Sonya the same way she wasn't able to help her brother. And this is, again, another reason. This is another thing of me thinking projection. They're projecting. Luann is projecting what happened to her getting arrested onto Sonya. Ramona projecting what happened to her brother onto Sonya. And like I said, I just don't think that's. I'm not gonna say that Sonya's an alcoholic. I'm not gonna say that Sonya has a drinking problem. I'm just, like I say, I'm gonna continue to say it until otherwise is proven. Sonya doesn't know what her limit is. Sonya doesn't know when to stop drinking. That's the thing for me when I think it comes to Sonya. Sonya gets into these social settings with the camera, with the cast. Alcohol is there. She ain't got to pay for it. That's the other. And I think that's it as well. Because most alcoholics don't care how much, And I'm not saying Sonya cares about how much it costs, but I feel like if she had to buy all these drinks that she's drinking, I don't think Sonya would drink nearly as much as she does on the camera. But you guys can let me know what you guys think about it, right? Then Luann and Ramona both said that they didn't know about Sonya's father. Okay, cool. But y'all been friends for over 20 something years and y'all don't know about her home life? That's interesting. I mean, I know about my friends' lives, especially my best friend of 16 years. I know her mom. I know her dad. I know her dad's health issues. Like I know a lot about her family. Like I just know that. But maybe I'm different. But let's move on. Oh God. All right, you guys. Now, let's move over to the crux of this episode, right? So, Luann. Oh God. Like I can go the rest of my life if Luann never sang again. Like I would be entirely happy if Luann just stopped singing altogether. Who told Luann she was a singer? Who told Luann to sing? Who told Luann any of this? So Luann is working on this Christmas song while Ramona's there and she notices actually not Sonya, Luann brings it to Ramona's attention that she got a new piano. So she's working on the Christmas song, right? So we see Luann, she goes to the venue that she's having the party for Ramona and for Sonya at, right? Venue is nice, right? And Leah, they sit down, right? So Leah cuts to Chase about the song. She was like, so the legal stuff. She asked her, is there anything we need to sign for your, you need approval to use our voices. Is there anything that we need to sign to give you approval to use our voices? And Luann is trying to be flippant about it. She's like, oh, you don't have to worry about that. Yes, you do. Like, okay, people, there's copyright. There is, copyright, licensing, distribution. I know that they don't need to worry about licensing and distribution, but what Leah is saying is very much true. I don't give a fuck if they have 1 line, 2 lines, or 3 lines. You're still using my likeness, my image, my voice on your track. You're making a profit from it. Like, we need to talk about that. And then what happens if, someone down the line says, oh, you ripped me off, you did this, you did that. Legality, you gotta think about the legal issues. Like, you gotta think about all kind of things. And then let's just say, which is not gonna happen, is never gonna happen, but let's say someone wanted to sample that song. Like, let's say someone wanted to sample, be like, oh my God, did y'all hear that Christmas record that Luann did? And she got all the girls on the record. She got Ebony on there. She got Lee on there. She got Ramona. She got Sonya. She got everyone on there. I need that. Like, I need to use that song. So, you have to get the clearances to use that. So that is in order to sample, you have to get the clearance. So if Luann says, oh, well, yeah, you can definitely use it without clearance from the women that are on there, like, you get what I'm saying? So someone else can make a profit off of them, and then if they hear that, hey, that's me on that song, you making money from it, they're like, oh, well, I spoke to Luann and Luann said it was fine. Well, it's not just Luann, like, that's my voice on the song. Luann doesn't own my voice. Like, you gotta come to me. Like, I was reading Twitter before I got on here, and I saw a lot of people that were upset with Leah about it. I'm like, why are you upset about Leah asking these questions? Like, have y'all forgot about what happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Kim and with Candy? When Candy wrote Tardy for the Party for her, Candy did not get any of the money from Tardy for the Party, but Kim made all the profit. Yes, you want to do nice things for your friends, but when it comes down to business, be about your business. Like, sign on the dotted lines, do all the contract, do everything. So that way it's equal and even for everyone. But Luann is saying that this money is going to charity, which we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, right? So then Leah says, she saw an article about Garth and Luann. She said she must have been upset about that. She's like, yeah. She says, but Garth, he's really not happy about it. And we're taking a break. There was never anything between you and Garth in the first place, but go ahead and, tell me whatever you want to tell me. So then we see the ladies, they're showing up to Luann's apartment to record their part for the song, which I was confused. Why are y'all recording in her apartment? Like, wouldn't it be a lot? I mean, there's got to be a lot of noise around her. So the sound engineer is going to have to, they're going to have to do a lot of mixing, mastering, and like, you have no, whatever. They recorded in her home instead of a studio, which was kind of odd to me. So then, the thing that bothered me with Luann was when Ramona was singing. She's like, "Well, auto tunes work for a reason. You should know about it. Like you acting like you Mariah Carey singing 'All I Want for Christmas Is You.' Like sound like you. So girl, go on and miss me with that bullshit." So we see Sonya come in, we see Ebony come in, and then Leah comes in, and Leah once again has questions about the song. Now, did you guys now see if you guys didn't catch what her producer said, that they have the credits on the three of them, Luann, him, and the engineer. They have the credits on the song. So if there's a profit to be made from that song, it's going to go to the three of them. Like I don't think people even listen to what that man said. Like the publishing is with them. They have the publishing. Leah asked a great question. Publishing is with them. But Luann is saying, oh well, the money is going to charity for me. So she was like, forever? Which is another good question. Is it going to their how much are you giving a charity? Anytime someone buys this song, or anytime someone streams this song, is the money then going to charity? Like that is a really good question. Like people are like, how much y'all think she's making from the song? It's a housewife song. Y'all do know people listen to those housewife songs. They don't necessarily listen to them for the fun of it. They just they listen to it, sometimes people listen to it to make fun of it, or people just listen to it because some people, they just support that person and they like that person. You make money from streams. So even if they don't buy the damn song and people stream that stuff, stream it. People can stream it. She's shooting a music video, so I'm pretty sure the music video is going to be on YouTube. And if it's on YouTube and she's monetized, hello, money. Like, and people just have an issue with Leah, but Leah asks valid fucking questions. Like I said on the tweet, like I don't give a damn if you make a penny off of it, bitch. We gonna find a way to split that penny. We gonna find a way to split that motherfucking penny. I don't know how, but we gonna find a way. Like whatever you get off of that, I'm going to take as port. I want something. You don't have to give me much. You can give me 5%. You can give me 1%. I don't give a hot damn what it is, but you're not going to use my image, my voice, my likeness. You're not going to use any of that and not give me any kind of credit. Because then she was talking with Leo, and she was like, well, Lisa Rinna was on one of my songs in one of my videos, and so was excuse me, y'all, my voice is cracking. And so was Jill Zarin. The fuck that got to do with me? If I was Leah, I would have said, the fuck that got to do with me? I'm not Lisa. I'm not Rinna. I'm not Jill. I'm Leah. Like I had an issue with that. So let's move over to the party, right? So everyone looks nice at the party. The thing for me is Sonya doesn't want to drink because she's worried about what Luann and what Ramona are going to say. Girl, fuck them and their judgment, basically, right? I was looking at this. I'm like, these women definitely love them some young men. That is one thing about them. So they have some burlesque dancers, which Leah said it, they're strippers. Why can't we say strippers? Some burlesque dancers come out and they dance, dancing for Ramona and dancing for Sonya. Ramona's like, don't dance on me. Like, what? See, that's my issue with Ramona. Ramona is a complete prude, and I can't deal with it. Cannot deal with it. So then, Ebony. I like you, Ebony. I really do like you, but I just gotta call you out. girl, why are you having a black Shabbat dinner? Then you're not inviting Brashan to it because, you are inviting black people that you've been to Israel with. Girl, please keep the educational lessons. I don't want this to be educational. Just let this be fun. But it's Ebony, so I don't think we're going to have much fun. Actually, you guys, I might skip next week's episode altogether because I don't want to talk about it. Like, Brashan was like, oh, I'm not invited. Okay. I'd be jumping with joy. Gotta be honest with you, right? So then Leah, once again, she mentions the song to Luann. The thing that bothered me was that Ramona jumped in. It's like, Ramona, sit your ass the fuck down somewhere. Because one y'all just last season telling Luann that she should pay Sonya for being a part of the cabaret, but she didn't. Like, we know how Luann is. Like, what are y'all... Ramona's getting loud for no reason, which annoyed the shit out of me. Like, the fuck? You're not... Like I said, you're not going to use my voice, my image, and my likeness, and I don't get anything. I'm not asking for much, but you're going to give me something. And yes, I get it. It's going to charity. But for how long? Like, is it going to be is it lifetime? If it's forever, then cool. If you're never going to take a profit from it, that's fine. But I don't trust Luann. I feel like Luann is going to take a profit from it. And like I said, so Luann's going to donate her money from the music video, from the streams, and if people pay for it, you're going to donate all of that to charity. You're not going to take a cut for yourself? Girl, miss me with the bullshit. But that's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Be sure to like this video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to hit the notification bell button so you guys are notified when I drop anything else. And share the video. Until the next time, stay safe out there, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Remember, wash your hands. Wear a mask or not. Whichever one you guys do, please, you guys. Be safe. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, you guys, I'm off. Bye. I'll see you guys tonight for Beverly Hills, the Encore, and Sisters.